this thing we used to hear of Kitanda Toka, Kitanda Rudi, you know, those kind of things were going on in my head.
Okay. We are starting on. Hi guys, welcome back to my videos. Carol Suji once again with another interesting video. Today I have a conversation that I believe it will be a conversation that we all enjoy. A story, it's kind of story time, kind of a setup. And this is something that, you know, when you are in that village of yours, we are girls that are come from village, and then we found ourselves in the city and in this big country called America. And there are those things that we felt like they were kind of confusing, like we never even thought like they're real. So our first conversation today is a conversation about us being in that plane, or even thinking about being in that plane. And I have my friend here,
Rosemary.
I want us to start with like that first moment when we felt like, when you knew that, okay, now I am traveling, I am, and I'll be flying. Your first time, like, what was in the back of your mind? What did you think about?
I mean, it was, I had an anticipation, you know, like kind of anxious, but also excited, you know, like I've been in the air, I'd never been before. So I was thinking of, you know, those days of Moi, there was this thing we used to hear of Kitanda Toka, Kitanda Rudi, you know, those kind of things were going on in my head.
Okay. We are starting on a high note here, guys. So, sorry, guys. So you remember, I know Gen Zs, you guys, I'm sorry. Try find someone who will help you understand what this is. Like Kitanda Toka, Kitanda Rudi. So there were these comedians. I think they were ridiculous. Yeah, they were
sure.
Yeah, I cannot even, I remember even that one of those guys became an MP or something. I cannot even remember.
I don't remember his name.
If you know Kitanda Toka, Kitanda Rudi, please comment down below and let us know. Yes, yeah, tell me about it. So you thought?
Yeah, so I was imagining, like, you know, how it's gonna be, you know? Yeah, so preparing, and I'm imagining how I'm gonna maybe, you know, step into these, into maybe stepping on like marble, gold, sparkly things. Yeah.
Wow, yeah, that's good. That's good. On my side, I didn't know what to expect, but luckily, or I don't know how to call it, but it wasn't my first time to be in the plane. So when I came here, it was like my third time.
Oh, wow.
But I had never. Yes, I had left. Dubai is in Asia, right?
Yeah. It's in the Middle East.
Middle East, sorry. And that's the farthest that I had gone.
Wow.
So I had been into the plane.
Oh,
but
nice. Yeah.
my first time now being in that plane, I was going to Ethiopia.
Oh, wow.
And I did not sleep, for sure. From Kenya to Ethiopia is like 2 hours. Is it 2 hours or 3 hours? It's not far.
I don't even know.
So I did not sleep. I had seen the plane before. You see the way you go for school, what are they called? Trips, yes, for a school trip. So we had gone to Wilson Airport. We never saw those big ones, but at least we entered those small ones, the jumbo jets, and those small ones.
Wow.
So at least I had an idea.
School was a high-tech school?
No, it wasn't. It was a village school in the village, but I don't know.
Progressive.
Yeah, they just took us for.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, so I was like, okay. So I had that little knowledge about it, but I I saw one. I think we saw one landing, those small ones,
Okay.
but I never envisioned the big one. Because you could see very massive, like big ones
in the air.
and you're like, you are just like, okay,
see the plane flying. I'd only seen the plane up in the sky.
exactly.
And also, because now as an adult, I lived in Nairobi, so and I was seeing on TV, so I could see on TV, but not like
seeing it live.
Live, no.
Oh wow. So growing up in the village, what was your ideal of airplane? Like, okay, I think that is what we just talked about. Like, you had not seen it, like seeing it, and now here you are, like, and what was your first experience into the airport? Like, when now you got into that airport, it's you that now traveling.
So that
was it confusing? Was it exciting or overwhelming? How was it?
I think it was both exciting and overwhelming at the same time for me. Yeah. So yeah, and it was also my first time to be traveling via like transiting through an airport. So just going and checking in through all that process was so long.
And were you by yourself?
I actually went, but I was dropped by my family and friends.
Yeah.
But I was alone
to do the
checking and all that. Yeah. But then after I checked in and went now to the waiting area, I found some other people that we were supposed to travel with.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. That was interesting. I think for me, the first time I did not go through because we went as a family. So my uncle was the one that was doing the checking, but I could see. But for me, it was kind of anxious and overwhelming because it's like everything is new to you. Like everything that is happening is new. You want to see, you want to know where you want to, all those kind of things. And I felt excited and also overwhelmed at the same time. Yeah. Do you remember the moment that now you stepped in now into that airplane? Like now it's boarding time. You are now taking off. What was your first impression when you saw the inside of that plane?
I mean, I found it. I mean, it wasn't like so. It looked like so it's like a bus sort of, but with more seats. Yeah, like 3 and 4.
Yeah.
3 on this end. Yeah, so with more seats on the row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
also big.
Did you know like the type of airplane that you took?
I think it was British Airways.
Oh, okay.
British Airways. Yeah, because we passed through London.
Oh,
Heathrow. It was British Airways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, I was at some point shocked because what I saw from the outside and seeing what I'm seeing from the inside, I was like, what? Like how? How are all these seats like arranged and how will I even find my seat? Because now when we were checking in and when we are coming in, everybody was given like you are given your own ticket, the boarding pass and everything. So you have to go looking for your chair. And I was like, okay, so where do I find my chair? And it was quite interesting. Yeah, it was quite interesting.
Yeah.
So what was that point that you reached and you're like, now the fear got into you now? Did you feel like you're safe? Or how did you feel when you were inside? Now, was it when you're taking off or when you started moving? The
Now,
flight took off.
During that time I was when getting in, I was kind of settling well because there were these like 3 other people that were going to the same place. I didn't really know them.
Okay, but you people are going to the same place.
Yeah. So and we got to like
talk.
Yes, we got to talk. So
okay,
at least, but unfortunately, we were not sitting on the same seat.
Okay,
Yeah.
but at least, plane.
That was helpful. That at least there are people I can ask something. Yeah, but fear got into me when the plane was taking off. Yeah, that
unsettledness, the shaking,
yeah,
and
so all just I had to say a prayer, say a prayer like yeah, because
I know
it's scary at the same time.
Yeah, I can't remember really well about the first one, but I remember when now I was coming to the US, and now this is like my 4th or 3rd time being in a plane, but sorry, there is when that plane was massive.
Which one was it?
KLM, I think.
KLM, okay.
It was big. I think it's one they call Boeing something. It had like 400 and something people. Yeah, I think. And we were seated like at the middle. So for me, where the fear got into me was when we got to the ocean. You know how far it is, how many hours.
Yes.
And then I looked at that
the
map that they have there, and me looking at that ocean for how many hours we will be on that ocean. That did not settle with me well. Yeah, like I was thinking of all sort of
all things that could happen.
Things that could happen. Because I think, that was the longest flight that I ever took, because from Kenya to Dubai is 5 hours. So it's not that long. But this one is like a 16-hour flight. So you can imagine, and out of those 16, I think like 8 or 9 of them you're in the water. Like you're on the air, but still there is no land. You are above the water. So I was like, oh my gosh, I did not sleep. I could see people sleeping. I could see even people walking and going to the bathroom. Others are just stretching. I could not dare.
That's so funny. For me, I think I slept. I don't really remember exactly that first flight but I think I did, because for me, I have a lot of sleep.
Wow.
Yeah, you remind me of another friend of mine who says she can't fly. She only flies back to when she's going to Africa because she has no choice.
Wow.
But other than that,
she cannot go anywhere else with the plane.
She cannot.
Wow.
Because she's just like the moment she just hears she's like, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Like you should see her saying it, you'll be laughing like crazy. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I that's when I felt like, because I had not envisioned that. I don't even think if I ever even thought of looking into the map like before now coming to see where America is. I knew where it is on the world map, but I never like thought about the ocean part. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
And also the other thing was us landing. Because when we are landing, in Logan, you see water.
Yeah.
You don't even see the land, the how do they call it? The runway.
The runway, yeah.
You see
water.
The first thing you see, and you've already started hearing the plane now, it's coming down, and the only thing you're seeing is water.
Because it is so next to the ocean.
So I was like, what? Are we landing? So, okay, I had watched some movies, and I could see like there are those jets, they have like a boat, like, so when they are coming to land, they can
Yeah.
land in the water. So it becomes like those buses in Boston,
Yeah.
the ones that they change and they turn
And then
into a boat.
yeah.
They become a boat. So that's what was now, I was now remembering that movie
Yeah.
now, seeing as if now maybe it will turn to be
Into
a boat,
boat.
because now where are we and where are we going?
Oh my goodness.
Uh,
Yeah. Wow. Mm.
What did you notice about the passengers in the plane? How did they make you feel?
The passengers, I mean, I don't know. I didn't really pay much attention, but I was kind of self-conscious because I thought that everybody was looking at me. That's
Oh.
what I thought. Yeah.
Because it's like you think they know this is your first
Yeah.
flight.
Yeah. I'm thinking they know this is my first flight,
Mhm,
but I actually I really didn't pay much attention to it.
mhm,
Not too much,
mhm.
because if had I paid much attention, I might have not made some mistake that I did.
What
Some
are
of
those?
the funny,
Tell us, give us the tea, give us that tea. What were those
the
funny?
funniest things. Oh my goodness! I tell you,
Huh?
you know, like when they called, like when they called, a time came when they wanted to serve food.
Yes.
So they came. They said, "Oh, we have chicken and I think it was beef."
Mhm,
So which choice?
mhm.
For people to make choice.
Yes.
So I said chicken,
Mhm.
because in my head I'm like, okay, chicken.
Yeah.
And that time I'm imagining in my head like
Yeah.
drumstick, you know. So I'm like, yeah, which piece are they gonna bring? I'm imagining like the pieces in the village. The pieces are very distinct,
Yeah.
like the
Mhm.
drumstick,
The wings,
yeah, the wings,
the head,
yeah,
yeah.
So I'm there waiting, and then there comes my chicken. It's in the little tray.
Yeah.
So to open it, I'm like, and where's
Where
the
is the
chicken?
chicken?
Huh? I'm just seeing little pieces like rice, and what is this now? I was disappointed. I did not see the chicken. It was little pieces of chicken. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that was fine. That was better.
Yeah.
Now they said they were serving tea, or tea or coffee, tea or coffee. So I said tea. So me,
You have
coming
that
from Kenya,
Yeah, you have
I'm
that.
expecting my tea. They brought a little cup.
Yeah.
The cup is too small, okay? And they brought the tray with things. I didn't know. I didn't know what they were.
Yeah.
And the worst thing is that even though I can read, I really did not read.
Yeah. So you're just looking at
I'm just
it.
looking and So I drank the tea. No sugar.
No milk.
No sugar, no milk. It's just black tea.
Yeah.
But the
Everything
things
is there. Yeah.
Things there. I
Yeah.
just didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also I didn't think of looking at what other people are doing. Because
Oh,
I also
yeah, because
I
you could
didn't
have looked
yeah.
at the person.
But I also didn't,
Yeah.
maybe didn't want people to see that I'm looking at them or
You don't.
something.
Yeah. Or you don't know. Did you feel like maybe
don't
they are
really
looking
know.
at you like maybe because you don't know or something?
But this is what I did. I drank my tea,
Mhm.
ate my whatever the little bread,
Mhm.
and then there was a little tube, like
Yeah.
this cup of divide.
Yeah. You opened it.
I opened it. I said, "Oh, what is this?" I drank it.
Cream.
To learn much later. I mean,
Even after you got here now, that's when you learned that was the milk.
That was the milk I was supposed to put in my tea. I drank it. I started to think, what were the other people? What did the other people see you? I don't know if they saw me and whatever they thought about it. I don't know. Can you imagine?
Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, for me I think when it came to food, okay, until today, I've used different airlines. Okay, the worst is, sorry to say, it's I'm not, maybe you will find it different, but Kenya Airways has the worst food. But but I've never liked the plain food.
Okay.
Like I feel, I don't know. I feel to me it doesn't have taste. So I don't eat it. Like I'll taste it and I'll be like, no, this is not my cup of tea. Like,
Okay.
but I heard that. Okay, one thing I did not know is like butter.
Uh-huh.
I also did not like read to see like what it is. But for me, it was because, yani, I saw a sieve wataniona ushamba. You know that thing?
Yeah.
So not knowing, nobody even cares. Everybody is doing
Busy,
their
they're
thing.
doing their
They're
thing,
doing
yeah.
their thing. So for me, I did not even touch it because, okay, for one, I don't know what it is. I didn't know what even to do with it. You know, when they give you those sandwich and you that bread and, you know.
Yeah.
So for me, I did not even, the first time, I did not even touch it. Like I just looked at it and I was like, I just tasted a little bit and the food. But when it came to tea, I did not ask for tea or coffee. I asked for juice.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's why it was. That helped me. So, but when it came now for food and they brought that kabata thing and I did not even look at it. And when I tasted, it was, I think, rice and chicken or beef.
Yeah.
But as you're saying, I was also expecting big chunks of meat and, you know. So I was like, oh, no. So until today, I don't. It's hard to find me like even asking. I'll ask for juice. I'll ask maybe for water, or even if I'll get the food just to see if it's something different.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, this is this is. And then the challenge that I have is, like now, because I know Kenya Airways has the worst, according to me.
According to you, yeah, that's your opinion.
That's my opinion. According to me. So even if I took Kenya Airways, I will not even ask. I'll just ask for, like, when I see something for the first time and I don't like it, I don't give it another chance. And I don't think that's a good thing. Because maybe something changed. Maybe people complained or something and they improved. So I did not give it another chance. So that's why maybe I don't get to experience more. Yeah. So
for me, I think I tried. I think I wanted to try everything. That was there.
That was being provided.
And then we landed at whatever during a stopover at it was in London. So now we are the four of us.
Yeah.
With these other three people that you're traveling. So I don't know. I think we're supposed to be there maybe 3-4 hours. I don't remember exactly how long.
Yeah.
So when we landed there, it was in the morning. So we are like, wow, we are seeing places to buy things, like coffee places, tea places. So we went, let's go and buy something.
Yeah.
At least to
quench your thirst or
even for breakfast or something.
Yeah.
So we went to look at coffee. I don't know how many, 2
euros,
pounds,
yeah,
whatever,
or pounds,
euros,
yeah,
or whatever it
yeah.
is. I mean, like, then we calculate in dollars or the dollars amount. I mean,
yeah. And then you look at Kenya shillings.
200 shillings. No way.
Was it 200 shillings or even 1,000?
Even
it
more.
was like 1,000.
So we
like you forget about it.
No way. No way.
There is no way you're going to take a cup of coffee for 3,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there is. I've also done that. Gone to check those stores and everything. But when you just think of, okay, you can take it when you don't have another option, or you are just so hungry, or maybe you really want that cup of water or even that. But I was like, no. Or maybe we are not rich enough. We need to do better.
And what about the toilet in the
Oh
airplane?
my goodness!
I almost ran away from
using it.
you know,
After you flashed.
after I'm done, and now it flashed, and
Yeah, because
the
it's
sound
so
that it makes.
loud. Yeah, it's so loud. Yeah, it's so loud. I think they want to. It's so
Like,
powerful.
oh my
Yeah.
goodness, yeah. Hmm?
No, for me was even opening that door. Okay, the first flight, I did not dare standing up because I didn't know. It's like even when I was coming here, when we got into the ocean, I could not stand up. I could not even.
Yeah.
I could not even go to that bathroom. I avoided even drinking anything that will make, because I was like, no, this ocean. I feel like if I stand, I can see people standing and doing
Yeah.
all those things. Like,
Mhm.
but for me, I was like, no, I cannot go even to that bathroom. But the challenge I had was even opening the door of that bathroom, because I was like, okay,
Yeah.
so what is this?
Opening
Like,
it, yeah, closing it. Is that?
and now I started even thinking about even where that waste goes. Like, is it even going to the ocean? Or is it? Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Looking back
Mm-hmm.
now, and what did that teach you? Like about either doing something new or experiencing something new. What did it like teach you looking back now? And you're like, okay, I thought maybe this is too much, and
Mm. I think looking back,
Mm,
I think um, it would be better if I'm doing something new,
mm,
and it's not bad to ask.
yeah.
Yeah, if you don't know something,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's not it's you're never it's
It's
not
not
bad. It's
wrong.
not wrong
Yeah.
to ask.
There is nothing
Mhm.
bad
There's
with
nothing wrong
asking. Yeah.
about asking if you
Yeah.
don't know something, and maybe like pay
Look
attention,
around.
look around,
Yeah.
look
Look
around.
around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you don't want to ask, look around and
Mm,
see what people are doing, and
yeah.
then also just chill. You can look from the corner of your eye,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then
And
copy.
even these days, there is Google. If you feel like maybe, even though I say Google is not the best, like it's not, it doesn't have all answers,
Yeah,
but
but
still,
yeah,
it's
there's a lot.
something you
Yeah.
can get a clue of
Mm-hmm.
something. If you feel like, okay, maybe the person I'm seated with doesn't look so friendly, or doesn't look as
Mm-hmm.
if they can even answer me,
Mm.
or I think for me, it has taught me something like nobody cares.
Mm-hmm.
And even if, however stupid the question is,
Yeah.
it might be stupid to you, but it
Mm-hmm.
is not to me.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I get the answer,
Yeah.
that is all what matters.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I even knew that especially when we were in school,
Yes.
because sometimes you could be having something so pressing,
Yeah.
you
But
do
you
not
are tired.
understand,
Yeah.
but because everybody else seems like they're understanding,
Tiring.
so you run with the flow.
Mm.
And yourself,
And you
you've
feel
not
like,
even,
oh, people will
yeah,
think you are foolish.
you're foolish because you're asking. So I feel that one really stuck with me, that I just need to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Mm.
And as we close this, like for someone who is watching and who is like, okay, I need to do this thing. I've never done it before. I need to visit this place. I've never left my village. I've never seen even a plane,
Mm-hmm.
because there are so many of us that they just leave their village direct to any country that they are visiting.
Mm-hmm.
They have never even lived in Nairobi or in a city that they can be able to,
Yeah.
to see those kind of things, or they're just coming direct.
Mm-hmm.
And with the experience that you had, what would you tell that person?
Yeah. I think I can say, although these days now people even have phones even in the
Yes.
villages,
Yeah.
but suppose that
That this
this
person,
person is
yeah,
just completely as green
new,
as I
yeah,
was,
yeah,
I think reading, first to read, and know that people, all the people you see, they're just people like you.
Yeah.
You know, don't feel like, oh, like you're from the village now, you are like the least of the people.
Yeah.
And that people will not, people are, we assume that people are good until they prove otherwise. And they will answer you, they will direct you, they will give you direction. And also pausing to read, just if you can read, if you can read, pause to read before
like
doing
you
like
you know what it says, you know what it is.
Before before acting or before, I can say that. And also, just like Carol said, if you have a phone, you have access to the phone, and you can
Google something.
You can Google. But if not, asking around is fine. It's okay. Even when you go to open that door and you can't open it,
call for help.
Call for help.
Call for help.
That's the easiest way. Yes.
And I feel like it also gives you, like, it will make you lesser of anxious, because the moment you are fighting with your thoughts, am I doing it the right way? Am I, people looking at, the moment you ask, it takes away all that anxiety and questioning. And
especially when you see the response is very positive.
Exactly. Like nobody like cares.
Nobody's like judging you.
Thank you so much, guys. And we are coming to the close of this. And down there in the comment section, please write to us, interact with us, let us know, what was that thing for you? Was yours Kitanda Toka Kitanda Rudi? Was that what you are expecting to see? Like, you'll find these chairs, or you find this place, gold. They are not. And by the way, there are villages here, even in the US. There are people who have never stepped into that plane in this country. So don't judge yourself. Don't judge yourself so much. And please comment down below and let us know, what was that moment? How did it feel to you? How did you like it? And also, tell us, what do you think about these conversations? Is it something that you would want to hear more? Where would you want us to improve? Okay, this is our first video, and we are hoping that you like it and you interact with it. And thank you so much. Subscribe, like, and comment down below and let us know what you think. And see you on our next one. Bye.